part 3 of the handout is audience participation. So this is especially helpful for kinesthetic learners. Presenters who involve their listeners, even in small ways, tend to get far higher ratings on engagement than those who don't. Hey, see, I just used a comparison. In fact, many meeting planners won't even hire presenters these days unless they are assured the presenter will keep it interactive. So in your handout, you'll see simple activities. You can just ask the audience questions. Who here was born in this city? Now be careful of overusing that because a lot of presenters do that. Raise your hand if, and a lot of people who attend a lot of presentations are tired of it. So see if you can do something else, like ask everyone to shout out their name simultaneously or the month they were born. You can do fun things like having the front row audience members throw something at you every time they hear a certain word. Have the audience finish your sentence for you to reinforce the learning. You can ask questions from the audience, give out prizes to people who respond. There's all kinds of things you could do. So I have a database, FileMaker Pro Advanced, where you can create a customized database for trainer games and activities. And I have 343 of them. And number 73 here is a game called Website Addresses. And I just type in what it is. Groups of 3 to 4. Each group does 3 websites for 3 other people in another group that they know. So one of them was www.alwayslosingthings.org or always going shopping at renfrew.com. And that's just a fun little icebreaker you can do with people. And over on the other side, you'll see that I can categorize each activity by age, how active it is, how many people need to be in it, can I do it with individuals, can I do it with a big group, the point of the activity, and the risk level. So that's FileMaker Pro Advanced. I use it on both the Mac and the PC. If you like that kind of thing, it can be very useful to track them because there's nothing worse than getting a presentation, oh, I need an icebreaker, and you just can't think of one. Well, I just go straight to my database and I have a whole bunch and I can customize them as we go along. So yeah, you can just do the hand raise thing, just don't do that too often. Of course, there's fill in the blanks type of handouts. That's very active and engaging. They're not just sitting there listening. You can do, of course, partner activities. That keeps them engaged. Group activities are great. I have people in the audience do things with their hands, follow along, and they have to do things back at me throughout the presentation. That keeps it fun and light and gets people physically involved. I get people up and moving around, talking to different people. If you've got a group that you've been with for a while, you can each get them hugging each other and doing all kinds of wild and crazy things. But again, you have to know your audience really well. That's why this activity questionnaire is really useful. Everything from, what's the goal of the activity, what's your size of group, what's your room setup, what are the ages and background, gender ratio, what will they be wearing. So if people are in pencil skirts and stiletto heels, you don't want them crawling on the floor. What kinds of materials will I have available? How active do I want it to be? How long is my presentation? What's the topic? Do people have to be there or do they want to be there? That makes a big difference. How well do they know each other is how high a risk level you can have on the game. What kind of interactions do I want to promote? And then there's some do's and don'ts on the handout. So if you just fill that in, it's just the first step towards coming up with the right activity. And we'll be doing more on that later. Even if you just do 1 or 2 things, it's going to make a big difference. Good luck with that.